Nau mai, haere mai, and welcome to 3 News. If you heckle a politician on your commute to work, do you deserve to be sacked? Well, that's one of the questions engineering consultancy firm Tonkin Taylor is asking itself after one of its employees got into a heckling stoush with Winston Peters yesterday. The employee is now facing an employment investigation, with dismissal a possible outcome. Lloyd Burr reports.
Naff off! Naff off! Why don't you naff off?
It's a brave move taking on Winston Peters in public, but that's what this man did on his commute to work yesterday.
Get lost! You just came along, so you're defending Murray now, are you? Yeah, you're defending Murray now. Well, that'll be new if you win it.
The Minister for Rail not backing down at his announcement. A few hours later, he was at Parliament with what seemed like a veiled threat.
I see that Tonkin Taylor has a code of conduct and they also have contracts with railways, so I'll leave it up to them.
Have you actually found out that he works at Tonkin Taylor?
Yeah, of course we do our research.
It wasn't hard. He was wearing a company lanyard. And Peters is right. Tonkin Taylor have had numerous rail project contracts, including Auckland's City Rail Link. This is their flashy promo vid about it.
And efficient routes into the CBD from Mount Eden and beyond.
The company now going down the employment conduct route with the Winston heckler, a statement confirming the person involved is a Tonkin Taylor employee. It says, "We're investigating in line with our code of conduct. We do not condone behaviour that falls short of our code of conduct. We sincerely apologise to the event organisers, attendees, the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister Bishop for the disruption caused."
Should members of the public be allowed to heckle politicians without fear of losing their jobs?
Look, I absolutely. I mean, we expect, it's a democracy. We expect people to be able to do whatever they want to.
It's a bit annoying when it happens, but it happens. That's the nature of living in a country, in a free democracy where people have free speech. These sorts of things are going to happen.
I'm a live and let live kind of guy.
And would you, if someone ever heckled you, would you then, and you found out where they worked, would you then threaten that company with removing government contracts from them?
I think that would be improper. In my view, if you have to threaten someone like that, maybe you don't have very good arguments.
Now, the code of conduct could surely not accept foul, filthy language in public as being part of it.
He wasn't at work, he was on his way to work, so surely he's not covered by the code of conduct.
Well, he was wearing their lanyard, wasn't he?
The fact that he's wearing something that identifies him as an employee of that firm shouldn't stop him from being able to express himself when it comes to political discourse, even if it is, like I said, crude or very provocative language.
But if people are saying it's free speech, no, filthy, foul, vile language of the type that was used yesterday is not free speech.
His heckler didn't want to comment given the investigation against him. As for the company's concerns, its contracts might be at risk.
Do you know how many contracts Tonkin Taylor has with the government?
No.
With Kiwi Rail?
No, I don't got no idea.
Okay,
no.
we've got to go.
But you could ask them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a better idea to ask them?
Well, I mean, you're the Minister for Rail. I thought you might know.
Yeah, I know the Minister of Rail, don't you forget it.
His heckler likely wishing everyone would forget it ever happened.
Well, OK, Lloyd, do employment lawyers think that this man should be worried about his job?
I mean, it depends who you ask, because there's so many different sides to this, to be honest. But one employment lawyer that Stuff spoke to says there are provisions for employers to push for dismissal if the worker harmed the company's reputation. And that doesn't matter if it happened outside of work hours and outside of the actual workplace. Tonkins and Taylor, they could say, mate, you're wearing our brand, you're wearing our lanyard, you're essentially representing us, and your behaviour wasn't acceptable. But there's also the argument that you're on a public place, you're in New Zealand, it's a free and democratic society, and mouthing off to a politician doesn't actually meet that threshold for dismissal. There will be also other things that Tonkins and Taylor will be thinking about, like reputational damage, how this is going to play out in public in terms of how they react. If they do dismiss this heckler, are they going to get a backlash? Are they going to be accused of sucking up to the government? What kind of precedent does this set and message does this send to some of the other employees? So there's a lot going on, there's a lot of different ways that this could land.
OK, Lloyd, they're live at Parliament. Tēnā koe.